What's up guys, welcome back to Ride with Thumper. Today we're going to be comparing a GoPro to a 360 camera and answer the question, can a 360 camera replace a GoPro for motovlogging? But before we get going, why don't you smash that like button and give me a subscribe. So today we're going to be comparing the Insta360 One X2 to a GoPro Hero 8. This is actually a Hero 7, I'm recording on my Hero 8 right now, but this is a prop. So can you replace your GoPro with a 360 camera? At this point, I don't think so for most things. It just depends. If you're motovlogging, definitely not. If you're trying to catch good footage of riding, it can be good. It can be beneficial because of the angles. It never misses a shot. But if you are motovlogging, then you're going to have issues with the traditional motovlogging mounts. So what is a 360 camera? A 360 camera records in all directions on both axes all the time. You've got a space right here where you're going to have these two lenses overlap and it stitches them together to give you a full 360 view. And that is nice because you never miss the shot. If you put it somewhere, you can just set it and forget it, and any activity that's going on you can follow later in post-production. Where the GoPro Hero 8, 7 is a traditional action camera. It records where you point it, and you got to make sure it's pointed the right direction at the right time to get the action. The benefits, though, of a GoPro over a 360 camera generally is a better picture. The 360 camera I've got right here, this is pretty much the newest thing from Insta360, and this camera records 5.7K. Well, that sounds good, but it's recording 5.7K in 360. When you flatten that image out to a regular screen, it ends up being about 1080p. Whereas the GoPro can do 4K, 60 frames per second. This does, as stated, 5.7K at 30 frames per second. Here you can see a comparison of the picture quality between the Insta360 and the GoPro. I have these cameras mounted side by side on the handlebars of my Grom, and I'm just going for a short ride around town. In this first clip, the GoPro is set to 1080p 30 frames per second to kind of match the Insta360. I have GoPro color on, and the Insta360 I have vivid color on. In this example, we have the GoPro on 4K 60 frames per second, which is my preferred shooting method for motorcycle stuff because it allows you to slow things down a lot more without the framing getting choppy. Here I'll slow down the footage from both cameras, and you can see these are both slowed down to 50%. And you'll notice how the Insta360 is much more choppy. Personally, I think the GoPro's color is better than the Insta360's built-in color. All of these are shot with the GoPro and Insta360 setting and no post-production as far as color grading. Now here you see one of the big benefits of the Insta360 camera, which is horizon leveling. This Insta360 camera, whichever way you point it and post-production, you can make it look the same direction no matter which way it spins. So I mean, you could literally just throw this through the air end over end and you could keep looking the same direction smoothly. It has really good image stabilization due to the 360. It can crop down much more and get a good wide angle with good image stabilization. The GoPro does have good image stabilization, but the Hero 8 that I'm currently recording on does not have horizon leveling. The new Hero 9 does have horizon leveling. So other than image quality, why can't we just use the Insta360 to replace the GoPro? Well, one of the big problems they have is mounting it. If you want to mount this Insta360 onto a helmet to get that first-person view, it's going to be kind of hard to see where you're going. Here I've got the Insta360 mounted on the front of my helmet, and you can see what the issue might be here trying to use this as a first-person view type camera. Now what you could do is put it on top of the helmet. That's going to provide a good shot with 360 where you're going to get everything all around you. And that's going to be kind of a cool shot. It looks like the camera's just floating above your head. But for moto vlogging, it's not the best for a primary angle. So is the Insta360 ready to replace the GoPro as a main camera for a motorcycle? No. The resolution's too low currently on 360 cameras. The benefit of horizon leveling is gone away with the Hero 9. And honestly, like, they're not the most convenient thing to use. Like I said, with the helmet, you can't necessarily use it like a GoPro. It's a much larger camera as well. So again, mounting it wherever is going to be a little more difficult. Now what I do think it's good for is as a second camera. You have your GoPro, your main mount on your chin, and then use the second 360 on your helmet, or mount it on your mirror, or on the tail section. You can look around, see other riders around you, see crazy things you come across, car accidents, whatever. It really adds to a video. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you next time.